Let's get it. Made for a boss, made for a boss, made for a boss, yes, made for a boss, made for a boss, made for a boss, made for a boss, made for a boss. What you really gonna do? Waste your time and not receive these blessings? If you gonna stay stuck at the bottom and motivated, not learning your lessons, better rise up, realize your potential, and aim for the sky. Got no time to be playing, polluting my body and mind with the enemy's high. I'm fed up, I'm walking in royalty, recognize you a king. Just call up to God, tap into his power, and you gonna do marvelous things. Recognize where you come from. It was heaven on earth, the beginning of life. 360 degrees of knowledge, inherit your rights. I rose from the ashes, now I'm in charge and I'm taking back my control. I move like a boss, I'm living free, no longer touching my soul. This what he had to be, this had to be divine intervention. They call me the messenger, giving out hope, and I'm praying that somebody listening better boss up. Use your mind and leave behind a legacy. The devil ain't playing, he deceitful, and it's hard for the treachery. Prison and jail, living in hell, that ain't no life for a king. I wanna live well, time to prevail, conquering everything. Made for a boss, 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 made for a boss. Turn up, come on, made for a boss.
Hey, Made for a Boss TV. It is your girl Nikki in the house with
Earlene in the house.
Hey, welcome to Made for a Boss TV. We are inside of the Boss Work Media Studio today, and we have a very, very special guest. Y'all been waiting. Y'all been seeing my flyers all week, and you just seen the beginning of this show. So you already know who's in the studio. Welcome, Timothy Poole in the house, also known as DJ One Go.
What's up, what's up, what's up,
What's up, what's up?
What's up, my people? What's up? Peace and blessings, peace and blessings.
Yes,
What's
peace
going
and
on?
blessings.
Made for a boss?
Yes.
Yes.
Just having the honor to be in the house with you, and you coming to bless us with your presence and
I
your
appreciate y'all.
wise words.
Right on. You know, it's an honor and a privilege to be here on Made for a Boss with y'all, because I know you both are doing something in the community for the community.
Yes,
So we appreciate that.
yes.
You know what I mean? Let's give y'all some claps right now.
Yes. But
Yes.
we are definitely following your lead. And I can say that honestly, because my daughter started with Timothy Poole and some of his programs. So that was way before I was doing youth programs and things like that. You know what I mean? So when we come around and we're doing these things, it's because we watched our elders and our people that came before us, just like you probably done the same.
Thing.
Right.
And so, you know what? I appreciate y'all with the crop initiative, because it's not enough youth programs. See, the thing is, it's not enough. There's a lot of kids that are not being touched with programming or the message, right?
Yes.
And so, big ups to you.
Thank you.
Because it's needed.
Thank you.
And so, we're not in competition.
Oh, no, definitely
no.
that. It's
And-
too
and-
many out there. Like I say with businesses, it's too much money.
Come on.
When you got a business and you into your own business, there is too much money out here in the world to compete. So when we're dealing with programs too, it ain't got nothing to do with money. It's too many kids out here.
Come on.
That need to be touched. And we know that we cannot, as one person, touch them all.
That's right.
You know what I
That's
mean?
right. That's
and
right.
we're gonna move forward in that conversation later on with the topic of collaboration. Okay.
Yes.
So
All
the
right.
topic of collaboration.
Okay,
So for
okay.
right now, we want to know a little bit about you. Who are you? Where are you from? And where did you grow up at?
Here we go. I'm Timothy Michael Poole, born to Frank Arthur Poole Jr. and Betty Jean Griffin. Now, my grandfather built St. John's Baptist Church in 1945.
Oh, wow.
That's on X and 4th Street. He lost his sight doing that, right? So he had 6 kids, my mom, my uncles, and my aunt. And y'all might know my uncle, Bishop Yardley Griffin. That's my mama's baby brother. And then we have little Yardley singing. He's out here on the circuit singing right now and praising God, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm born here in Sacramento, Oak Park to be exact. I'm born at the county hospital. So when I say I was born in Oak Park, I was born at the hospital in Oak Park, right? And so when they brought me home, it was Bigler Way. my dad died when I was 8 years old, so my mom decided to move us to Louisiana to where her oldest brother lived, right? And so when we got there, it was a total difference. You know, I'm coming from California where, you know, it's just gung ho.
Yeah.
But when you go down south, it's yes, ma'am, yes, sir. You know, there's rules and regulations,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And so I learned that at an early age, how to be passionate, how to have hospitality, how to greet folks. You know what I mean?
Yes,
So
yes.
when I would come back home to Cali, I'd be, hey, everybody. They wouldn't be on that, hey, everybody. You know?
Oh yeah, yeah,
It-
yeah.
it-
I
it
noticed
would-
that real
it-
quick when
it-
I moved to another state.
You know what
Yes,
I mean?
yes,
And so
yes.
they wasn't on that hospitality love, right? Everybody was gritting and grinding. And so I like the gritting and grinding. So, you know, I brought that flavor from Louisiana, but, you know, I ended up getting caught up watching the streets.
Yes,
You know, like I
yes.
said, I lost my dad when I was 8, so didn't nobody really put no hands on me to help guide me. That's why my mom moved me out to Louisiana, right?
Okay,
And so,
okay.
Because she
yes.
didn't want me to get caught up in some of the stuff. My dad was a monster.
Yes,
out
right
the
here in
streets,
Sacramento.
Right here in
Right
Oak
here
Park.
in Sacramento,
Hey,
in
they
Oak
shooting
Park.
dice every day. You know,
Oh,
he one of them.
yes.
He
Your
one of
dad
them.
had to know my dad.
Yep. So,
He
you know, they
had
had
to,
the
yeah.
log. You know, they be at the
Yeah.
log. They be at a Red Fox liquor store shooting
Yes.
dice, you know,
Yes.
just
Yes.
everywhere, you know.
Yes.
And so when I say I'm from Oak Park, I'm from Oak Park.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I don't bang because when I was going to school, when I did come back here in 82, I was in the 10th grade. My mom sent me back to stay with my grandfather, right? And so when I got back here, they was gang banging.
Okay,
And so
okay.
I'm like, whoa, you know, it wasn't no more
Yeah.
brotherly love. You know, we
Yeah.
used to have a few fist fights,
Yes,
but it wasn't
yeah.
no group of brothers going against a group of brothers and really doing their thing,
Yeah,
right?
but now
And,
you teenager, high school, you come back in high school.
and there it
they-
is.
Yeah.
And I'm
yeah,
like, woo,
yeah.
it's all bad, right? So I don't get in the game because, like I said, I lived in Oak Park, but I went to school in Valley, at Valley High.
Okay, you went to
right?
Valley High
Yeah, I
School.
went to Valley,
Okay.
right? And so
So your mom moved over into that area? or you just commuted?
No. So my grandfather lived in Oak Park, and so to go to Valley High, I had my 2 older cousins that went to Valley High, Donnie and Bruce Poole.
Okay, okay,
And so
okay,
I used their address so I can go there,
okay,
right?
okay.
Because I wanted to go to school with my cousins.
Okay.
Valley High was a different
It
environment.
was different
Yeah.
then, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah. So I make a long story short, I went back and forth to Louisiana and back here, and you know, got caught up in the streets because I didn't want to go to. I went to Southern University, and my freshman year at midterm, I came home, and when I came home, everybody was selling rocks. And so they had money like this, right? And so I'm going to school. I ain't having money like this.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at people that I know back in the day, you know.
Yeah, from way back. Yeah.
Hey, I got game, so what y'all doing?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
yes.
so, yeah,
Yes.
got
Yes.
Curious George,
Yes.
got caught up, and ended
Yeah.
up in the streets,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Um,
So that was the next question that I was going to go to. Your name is Timothy Poole, but they also call you One Gone.
Right.
Can you tell us a little bit about how One Gone came about?
Yeah, so I got shot 5 times, right, at the age of 26. And
That was
like
here
I
in
said,
Sacramento.
yeah, I went out in them streets. And so being out in them streets, you're vulnerable. And if you're doing what you're doing, anything can happen.
Yes,
So
yes.
I want to say this live so I can be clear my conscience. The worst thing I've ever done was sold a pregnant woman some dope. That was the worst, and it haunts me to the day, right? I sold a pregnant woman some dope. That's the worst thing in the game, right?
Yes.
And so being in the game, my grandmother always told me, she said, son, you're supposed to be doing God's work. You out here running with these wild heathens, you know how they say it back, heathens, right? You out here running with these heathens, you're going to get caught up. And so I got caught up. Got shot 5 times by one gun.
So my question is, do you feel like you not having a father, your father passing away at an early age in your life, that has a lot to do with you running to the streets?
Yes, because after going through all that I went through, when I turned 37 years old, I remember the day I was talking to a therapist. And, I said, I don't need no therapist, but I needed a therapist. And that therapist wasn't like all the other ones they tried to put me in front of, right? This therapist was listening to learn, not listening to respond.
Yes.
And something about that connection got me to pour out a little more because, when you feel vulnerable, you ain't gonna get everything up.
Yeah.
This person had me crying, getting it out.
So you were healing.
Yes.
Come on now.
Yes.
Come on now.
Yes.
It's healing.
And
I definitely know that.
so went to the therapist and found out that I was mad that my dad died. Now let me tell y'all something. When my dad died, when they had the funeral, my mom and them said that I jumped in the funeral and was holding my dad, and it took them a long time to get me out of the coffin, so they can keep going with the service. That's how much my dad
and how
meant
old
to
were
me.
you again?
I was 8 years old.
8 years old. Yes.
And so my dad walked me to school, walked me home,
Yes.
played ball. He was a dad, a father, right? And so I only had him for 8 years.
Ooh, you be saying what I said. I only had my mom for 12 years.
8 years.
Yeah.
So
people know you longer than you knew your father.
Come on.
You've been around your father.
Come on.
Yeah.
So that was what the therapist brung out of me. I've been mad because my dad died. I couldn't get over it. Growing up, I want to do everything because I missed him.
So how did you come with that at peace with that? Like, how did you?
I'm still doing it.
Still
That's why I do
dealing
the
with
healing circle. See, like I tell the brothers when they come,
yes.
just because I've been doing it since 2016, don't mean that I'm healed. I'm healing every day.
Yes.
Every day I'm healing. And not from my traumas from years ago, just I'm healing because I know I need to. I'm never going to be healed. I'm never going to be healed, right?
So with your healing circle, right, because you deal with a lot of youth. My son was part of your men's group, and I really appreciate you for that. That did a lot of change in his life, and he's been on the right path ever since.
Okay. Right
Won't
on,
he do it?
right on.
Won't
Yes,
he
he
do
will.
it?
And he was good. Hey, he was good when he was with us. He went to the Kings game. He was getting us tickets because they seen this young man attitude. Other people say, hey, man, I got some tickets I want you to take. Him, and him.
Yeah.
Come on, let's
come
go.
On that. Okay,
We
so
got a
now we're
movie.
going to dive on in. Okay, so we were
awesome.
talking about DJ, and so when you got your name One Gone, then you added DJ to it. So how old were you when you started DJing?
17.
17.
And G Parkway, they call it Phoenix Park right now.
Okay, G
Yeah,
Parkway. We all know it's G Parkway.
And guess what?
if
I
you-
started on Martin Luther King night. It was after we was all talking about Martin Luther King. I played the speech outside of Mr. James and Tanya Jackson's house in G Parkway, and we played the message first. I have a dream.
Okay,
right?
okay.
And then at that
Yes, I
same
should add that on
time,
there today.
we was playing all old school, right? All Let's Do It Again. Staple singers, anything that Marvin Gaye, anything that would resonate to the message. And so Stevie Wonder's whole album we played because his album was dedicated to Mr. Martin King, right?
Absolutely.
And so, I was 17.
That is amazing. So did you have equipment?
17
Yeah,
years old.
so I started off with somebody else's equipment,
Okay.
right? And they let me play their stuff, rent it and bring it back, right?
Okay.
And so my first
Doing
stereo,
house parties and
yeah,
stuff?
house parties.
Okay.
James Barron,
That was way back in the day.
Hey, James, y'all know James Barron?
Yeah, I know
James
James
Barron to tell you about them house parties in G Park.
Okay.
Right? And so, I used somebody else's equipment until I made enough money to go to Radio Shack and get me one of them
Ooh,
Fishers.
Radio Shack.
Yeah, that's old.
Radio
Yeah,
Shack.
that's throwback.
Show you how old we are.
Throwback. So, I went and got me one of them towers that had an all-in-one. It had a turntable. It had the tape.
Okay.
Big
The
old
turn-
Big speakers. You know them.
I
The
know that.
turntable.
You know.
I know what you're talking about. I ain't that young. I
Yeah.
know. I remember.
And so, hey, my first couple of times I did it, I didn't even have music. You got to have music to play music.
Okay.
for people because
Yeah.
they gonna ask for this, they gonna ask for that. And if you ain't got it, you out the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
So what I was
Look,
doing,
and I can't even say, well, what about your phone and the internet?
none of that.
None of that. No streaming,
can't
no
plug that up.
Spotify, no nothing.
So what I would do, it was Brian Williams. They had all the music, and Tracy Weldon.
Okay, yes,
So
yes. I know
Tracy was a
Weldon.
DJ
Yep,
back
yep,
then.
Yep,
And so I would get them to make mixtapes for me. Because I
Nice.
tell them, okay, this is what the age group is. Because I was doing old people's.
Okay.
You know, I said, this is what the age group is. This is what I need. They make a mixtape.
Hip
I throw
hop.
it in that
Here
big.
come hip hop right
yeah,
there.
I throw it up in there. And it's work the mic. That's all I would do.
Man.
Was work the mic. The
So
music
you
was
had that
already
mouthpiece
there,
back
right?
then.
So then we worked that mic, make everybody feel good, comfortable, and ready to party. Hey, in Oak Park, I used to throw house parties at my house. It was next to St. Paul's Baptist Church and Mike's Market on 12th Avenue. Y'all know where 12th Avenue is?
Yes,
Nassau
yes,
store
yes,
right there.
yes, yes.
And Old St. Paul,
Yes,
St. Paul.
yes.
That two-story house, that's where I used to stay right
Wow.
there.
Yes.
They know me for house parties there.
You straight up Oak Park for
Right.
real.
Right. I'm old Oak Park.
You old.
I'm old.
You the
Oak Park.
beginning migration Oak Park.
The new Oak Park I'm praying for.
So they was saying DJ One Gone then at 17.
Oh yeah, no. I didn't get
so
the
you
one
was just
gone.
a DJ then.
I was DJ Timmy Poole.
Oh, you was
Nice.
DJ Timmy.
They know.
Ooh,
So
there we
everybody
go.
before I got shot know me as Timmy Poole.
Okay, Timmy.
That was
Poole.
my
That was
nickname.
your nickname.
Timmy Poole or T-Dog.
Okay.
Either
okay,
one of them.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. And then you inquired the name One Gone. How old were you?
I was 26.
26.
Yeah, I got shot 5 times. I died twice. You know what I mean? My whole neck split right there. If you see all them, that's 12, 13 surgeries all down up under there. If you look at this side, my jaw is out of place because it's a fake jaw in there, right?
Oh, what?
Got shot in the mouth, I bought these teeth. I can tell you that. I bought these teeth. I lost them. And it came out, bullet came out right here. Got shot in the back, both my legs. That changed my whole life.
Both your legs.
Both of them.
Man.
How long
Changed
was you in the hospital?
And you are
I was
walking
in a
today.
coma for 3 months.
Wow.
Wow.
They had a blackout on me. Everybody thought I was dead because they mentioned I died. I did die, but they brought me back.
That's why
And
you
so,
saying One Gone?
one gone from the street life, one gone from that dope life, one gone from that just one
Just
gone.
One Gone.
One gone.
Yeah.
And that was it.
That's your transformation.
That's it. And so people was like, that's a cold name, man. It's cold. No, it has a meaning. I'm
Yeah.
one gone from them streets for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can go out there now and I'm doing the work out in the street.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
I'm one in now.
Now you one in.
I'm
I ain't
one
out of
in.
here.
Yeah.
One gone is I'm out.
Yeah, I'm
One
out
gone.
of the game.
Drop the mic. I'm out.
I'm out of there.
I'm out. That's
Yeah.
what the One Gone stand
Yeah,
for. It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
bam, drop that, all that.
So I have a question pertaining to the
Yes.
kids. So that you've been through different transitions in Sacramento pertaining to the youth. So what are you seeing from when you first started to now? Like, what are you seeing as far as the transition in the kids because of the internet and all of this stuff? Like, what are you?
So what I
How
can
are
say back when I started in '96, taking kids to Jackie Robinson Day or taking them on camping trips, or that was back in '96. Them youth right there, they was looking for structure. Them youth back then didn't have the internet like they have now. They didn't have the phone like they had a few big suitcase.
phone.
Yeah, big old suitcase phones. But
they wasn't
none of
trying
the
to
kids
get
didn't have it.
Pages.
Kids didn't have it. That was the hot shots in the
Right, and then
convertible
they had
cars.
pages back then. No, I know some young kids that was balling and had
And had
phones
them,
like
though.
that had it because the dope game kept everybody. I don't. It's a bad era, but it showed a lot of people how to hustle
That's
because right now
took that
ain't
right
no
out my
hustle.
mouth.
And to be a part of a team.
Right.
I'm sorry, it
Structure.
showed, it
'Cause right
showed
now,
me
ain't
how
no
to
hustle.
hustle the whole Nickies. I
Yeah.
said, and I ain't trying to give kudos for the dope game or anything like that, but my method really did come from that because they would go get they double up, take it back to the corner, and sell it. And me, I would go get my double up from Galt Market.
Come on and sell it.
And go get my jewelry and go take it on the corner of Oak Park, of every neighborhood. So I was one that went to all the neighborhoods with
Me
my
too.
with my product. So So every product can be sold, and I was basically trained from the streets.
There it is.
And it was no way to go because I lost my mom at a young age, and just like you said, and I learned a lot from the streets.
There it
But
is.
You can take that same method and put it into
apply it.
a positive
There it is.
way. You
Yes,
definitely
yes,
can.
yes,
You
yes.
definitely can. Like you have done. So you got the Hooked on Fishing, Not on Violence. Is that what is one of the first programs you started?
The first program I started was Hooked on Fishing, Not on Violence. And I started that up under a nonprofit called We Can Work It Out.
Okay.
It was a program just to run up under their umbrella because I didn't have a nonprofit, but I was already doing this work. And the brother said, hey, man, let's put that up under my umbrella. I can get you some money to help you do what you're doing. You're doing it out your pocket. And I'm watching you. You're slaving. And you ain't getting it. You know about the support system, right? Y'all know about the support
Well,
system.
let's talk about it.
And so, people ain't supporting because you are you. The ones that support you, they don't even know you. Because the family members that know you, they ain't supporting you. Your friends that say they know you, they not supporting you. The people in your circle, they're not really supporting
I tell people
you.
all the time.
I give my support outside the circle,
And
outside
you have to.
the family.
And if you
right?
starting anything, any projects, any business, anything,
and
and
it
you
works that
thinking
way.
about stopping because your family or friends are not supporting you, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
You have to keep going with
Push.
what you gonna go with, and you're gonna have to go look for other people.
It's
to
your
support
vision.
you.
So watch
Yeah,
this,
true.
Nikki.
Yes.
I'm going to say this for all you nonprofits that just come out or you thinking about a nonprofit. I didn't want one, and I still don't. I'm not glad that I got one, but I got one, right? Let me tell you, this is a vision that God gave me. So it's my vision first before any money, any exchange. I got to do what God asked me to do while he spared my life to do something. I'm going to do what I'm doing, right? So I'm not looking for a grant to pay my house note, to pay my light bill, to get me a new car, or none of that. That's not what a grant is for. A grant is for you to take the vision that you have and
bring
multiply it.
Yes. and
Capacity
make it-
build.
Yes.
Capacity
yes.
build.
Be able to do the things, all the thoughts that you have in your head,
Without
be able to execute them.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Without blemish.
Yes.
Because now you have funding. Most of the time, all our vision need is funding.
That's all
And
it
so,
means.
and so a lot of people take shortcuts, try to be so slick about doing. Man, just do
Or
right.
getting it for the wrong reasons.
Just
do
do
right.
good business.
Just
Yes,
do
yes,
right.
just do
Do
right.
If you do right, let me tell you, the Most High gonna bless you
Absolutely.
to continue to do right.
Yes.
Because now somebody else looking at you do right, you might influence them to apply that to their
to
life.
do
That's
right.
true.
That's exactly,
You know, that's how
exactly.
that's how you touch somebody without even knowing it.
Yes.
You doing what you doing because you doing it for real. People watching you, you don't even know they watching you, but you continue to be consistent. They look at that and they want to image that
That's true.
so much that a lot of people copy your style, and it ain't them. This
Well,
just
that's why I call myself the influencer, because I have to say I'm influencing people to do the things that I do.
Come on.
Versus saying that, hey, look at them copying me.
come on.
No, if I influenced you to
Hello.
start a podcast, to open your own business, to do whatever, you know what I mean? And even if you don't want to give me recognition, God knows what I did.
Come on.
You know what I
Come
mean?
on, come
And he
on.
gonna bless me.
He
You know what
already
I mean?
blessing
He already
you.
He blessed me to bless you with the game.
There you go.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the
There
day,
you go.
he already blessed me in order for me to even give you any of my knowledge that I
Right.
have.
And so you,
You
know,
know what I
what,
mean?
Nikki? I don't even look at it that deep. You know how I look at it? If you get it from me, get it from me. And I
Yes.
know I'm giving the real. So what I know I gave you is real.
Yeah.
I hope that it helped you encourage somebody else.
Yes.
Because
do
we
it.
need to pay
Yes.
it forward.
Yes.
You
yeah.
know, that
Some
understanding.
people will bite the hand that feeds.
Yeah,
though.
because a lot of people don't have understanding, first
That's
of all.
true.
So if you ain't got understanding, you can't understand how love work, or you can't understand how collaboration work. You can't work.
Exactly.
You can't do. You don't got understanding.
Or even
Exactly.
understanding of self. just understanding
That's where it
who you
starts.
are
That's where it
and
starts.
standing on what you stand on.
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing. Just stand on what you stand on and be authentically you.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Everything
can't
else will fall into
because they
place.
want to be like somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
no.
they doing
Yes.
everything. You know what, man? I have stopped following the crowd. I think when I was 24, I didn't follow the crowd. You know, I followed the crowd when I got in the game, and I was following them, going to the club, hanging out, doing nothing.
Nothing.
Right when I got a job, and they ain't got no job, so they could do nothing. Right, and mess up my job to hang out. You feel what I'm saying?
I do.
So everything that I give my youth in our sessions or in our circles is something I've been through, because they want to hear experience on how you got from here to here, right? Because Mr. Tim ain't start off Mr. Tim. He was DJ Timmy Poole. He was Timmy Poole. He was D-Dog.
Yes.
And changed
Yes.
by the help of the Most High.
Yes, I love that.
Yes, indeed. So that's the thing about collaboration, and even with me starting the Crop Youth Initiative, we started no funding. Of course, still don't have any funding. But I was looking to collab with people that I seen that was doing it from their heart.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Doing it from their heart, because that's the people that I want when I achieve funding and grants,
Those are the
which
ones
I
you're gonna
will do,
pull.
because I'm gonna speak that into existence.
And you
Is
have
the collaboration I'm gonna bring together is the people that I see that's doing it from their heart, and all they wanted was some funding to do it. But even if they didn't have it, that didn't stop them. You know what I mean? You just had to
They
go
kept
pound the
going.
payment a
Gotta
little bit
keep
more
harder.
to go see harder to go see who's gonna let me have a building to a spot to do this at. Maybe sponsor me for a little while, because they see I'm doing good for the community and things like that. You know what I mean? So you gotta be around like-minded people
Yes.
in order for that to
before
manifest.
you get your
And that's very
definitely.
important.
Yeah.
So
That's real.
pertaining to the community, what is it that you would like to see more from your community? Because you do a lot, and I heard you say,
Unity.
I heard unity is a big
Unity.
one.
Let
Oh,
me
that's
just
a
say
big
Unity,
this. Let me
yes,
say
speak
this.
on it.
A lot of people was mad at me because I said I ain't going to the march, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was 5 different marches that I was invited to. 3 of them was right here in Sacramento. They had the North area, they had the MLK 365, and then they had the Caravan, right? The Caravan they do from Meadowview or Florin and Franklin all around, you know, just because of COVID came. That's why they did that, and they just continue to do it, right? But there was other things that separate our young folks. So in our youth healing circle, they saying, Mr. Tim, which march are you going to? I said, which one? I said, oh, yeah, they got a few of them. I said, yeah. So how are you black leaders talking about bringing young kids from North area, South area, all through the year to come together and do these conferences and do this and that, when you separate them right at this march? And this is a black man y'all celebrating. And y'all got kids over here. When the youth said, there was just one young man, but you know, we always ask, who else feel like that? And them hands went up. They said, yeah, we see separation right there. You want me to get down with him? Because we got kids from different areas in our healing circle. And so they like, yeah, he right. You know, y'all asking us to get along, but y'all doing a separation at the march. I said, oh. So I went to Facebook and said,
I seen that.
I went to Facebook and said that,
I've
right?
seen that.
Because this is what the youth, you're not, okay.
They doing the separation
Watch
at
this.
the
I'm
march,
glad
and
you
the
brought
youth-
this
So
up.
you
today
saying
is
it.
the march. Today is the march. What
Yes.
did you do to prepare our young minds on what the march mean, what the march is for, why we march, why we're doing what we do? Why you didn't do that while he was out for Christmas break? You could have rented something and brung them, talk about the march and other things. Not just the march, but now we have the march on this day. These youth hadn't been gamed on what the day is. Some of them don't know why they marching. They out there marching because of family marching. But we supposed to be in a culture where we each one reach one to teach one. So we
Yes.
should have been teaching them babies all the last 2 weeks about why we finna do this march. And then we should have had a real spot where everybody came, had that microphone out and let them babies talk about what they know about what they heard, what they studied. You know what I mean? Make the community love each other through unity. But so we have so much separation that we ain't gonna never, if we don't get no unity, we ain't gonna never have nothing. I hope to live another 30 years. That's about all I want. 30 more good years. That's all I want. Because this world is so corrupt and things are so backwards. When they had this pandemic this last time and they shut the world down, I said, okay, this is it. This is it. You seen how it shut the world down, right? Yeah. I mean, shut it down. People was dying and everything else. I said, okay, these are the last days that Big Mama was talking about. And so the Bible talks about in Revelation. This is it. So I don't care about looking fashionable no more. I don't care about trying to be seen. I don't care about that. What I care about is help save somebody to help save somebody. That's it. Because I was saved. And I got to pay that for it. And I don't stop. I see good return in the youth I work with. I got a lot of youth that I've been working with over the last 30 years doing good.
Yes, nice. I was going to say, can you tell us, I wish I could have found a youth to call in, because there is plenty of youth success stories coming from you. Even my, may he rest in peace, his son was going, Sean, his little Sean.
Oh, Whiteside.
Yeah, his dad passed away. Bigfoot passed away. So his son was going to your program. He's been grown now, too.
Yeah, he live in Ohio right now. Yeah, he's working for a construction company, doing real good. I got a youngster that I've been working with since 1996, my first program. I call his mom my sister, and he works for a cement company. And he made good money. He done bought his house. He got plenty of property and stuff like he used his brain. Now this kid was challenged back when I got him. He was challenged. He had a whole bunch going on, wanting to be like everybody else, wanting to sell dope, do dope, stealing from, he had a story.
Yes,
right?
yes.
But hey, thank God that he got himself together, and now he helped mentor kids. So every time,
so some of your youth are now helping the mentor.
Right. And
yes,
when we do camping trips, he's the first one set up and the first one helped set up. He's been doing that for years, right? Shout out to Martell Jones.
Yeah, nice. Shout out.
I really appreciate that. And you're right, the consistency and the unity within our culture. That's very important. Even with all the leaders, I always wonder, why everybody don't just have a round table, get together, and instead of having all this stuff all over the place, it is a lot going on.
It is.
And I'm glad you brought that up. I always wonder, why is it all over the place?
So watch this. When you say it like that, I can say it like this. Watch this. So I'm going to throw a party January 31st. I make a flyer January 1st. I put that flyer out. People will see that flyer and say, okay, I'm going to do January 31st. I'm going to do January 31st. And we got 7 different venues going on
January 31st.
On January 31st. Now watch this.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I did the flyer too.
The next week, nothing going on, right? They don't. So instead of trying to get the same day, take a week after that and go support this and get your flyers out right there. See, we don't do that.
Yeah.
We don't support each other.
Competing.
You know why? Because it's a thing where everybody has a clique. I only mess with my certain people because my certain people get me. I don't got to worry about them robbing me, stealing from me. I don't got to I know them. And so when you working against a clique, it's hard.
Man,
I'm not in a clique.
Yeah.
I'm
not
in
even
a
a
clique.
Right. And then even with working with the fact of people, I've heard things being said that people not wanting to make the other person successful, so they feel like if they spend their money with you, they're making you successful. But you're not thinking that way when you shopping at Walmart.
No.
You're not thinking that way when you shopping at all these other stores. No. You're not saying, I'm making Walmart successful, so I'm not going to go there. But you'll say that about Nikki, and I've heard that. family members.
Yes.
Why'd you go down there? Nikki
Yes.
making enough money.
Mm.
How you know my pocketbook?
Come on.
And if I'm making enough, would I be right here? You know, I would be been expanded somewhere further,
Right,
have different
right.
things going on, a bigger building or whatever. So I'm not making enough if you don't see my building the size of Walmart, but you still go there. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So it be all
I do.
about I'm not gonna make her successful or make
That's
them
it.
successful. And
That's
it's
it.
sad because there's other cultures that we are gonna make our people
Come
successful.
on, man.
We
They
are.
do it
We
all
gonna
the
put our money
time.
in a pot, and we gonna make sure that this couple right here gonna succeed and have their businesses and all that, and then we all gonna come together. This the Asian family culture,
Indians.
and Indians and stuff like that. But it's hard for us to come together.
So I
right
do
here.
gotta give credit where
But we
credit
got
is
a
due.
lot of
Give some credit.
I do gotta give credit. You know, my thought process is I deal with those that deal with me.
Come on.
You respect me, I respect you. I focus on the ones that do, not the ones that don't. You know, like Nikki, me and Nikki are doing great things together. So that's somebody I mess with. You're doing great things. That's somebody I mess with. Those I don't really focus on the ones who don't, because those people are not for me.
Yeah,
You
sometimes.
know what I'm saying? So I
that's-
try my best to stay positive and optimistic because I love my people.
Come on.
Yeah, it's always
And
good
come
to
on.
stay positive.
I love my people, you know, and I have faith in us, and we've been through a lot as a culture. So I really do try to take that into consideration. A lot of us don't have mothers and fathers and all come from broken homes, dysfunction, all this other stuff. So we're pretty much trying to learn as we go. And age doesn't even matter. Because you have people that's in their 60s still talking to 21-year-olds, which is crazy. That's a whole nother story. But, you know, so that's pretty much how I look at it, to keep me from being disappointed. You know, I'm like, whoever God has for me, that's who's going to come my way. Whoever don't, they going to remove themselves.
You know what I
Eventually.
do?
It's just a part of going through that.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
You know what I do? Even we all got to go through something.
Yes,
absolutely.
But what
yes.
I
Ain't
do-
nothing perfect.
Is what I have done is found love for myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I want to tell that to any viewer out there. First, you got to love yourself. And I say this all the time to the kids so you can love somebody else. But you got to love yourself and don't play love yourself.
No.
Give yourself real love.
Forgive
Because
yourself too for whatever
That's
you
all
feel
in
like
there.
you need.
That's all in
Forgive
there.
the people
That's
around you,
all
because
in
that's what
there.
we're teaching in the crop
all
organization is
in
the
there.
freedom of forgiveness,
In
forgiving
love, you
yourself
have
and
to
others.
forgive.
Yes.
In
yes.
real love, you have
yes.
to forgive.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And
yes.
respect.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And so,
But it don't mean you have to forget.
no.
Don't forget.
But you can forgive.
All,
But the not forgetting is where you come into. You do have to protect yourself.
all
Yeah.
time.
I learned that from
All
my
time.
grandmother.
That's
You know
in
what
loving
I mean?
myself.
Like,
I have
yes,
to protect
yes,
myself.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
it
yes.
ain't
Because
going
you
down.
will be in situations because you are a helpful human being.
Right.
Then you're gonna help people, and you're not gonna know that they not for you until they show you.
Right.
So it don't matter if you try not to be around the people that ain't. Sometimes they still weed themselves in because
Yeah.
you are such a helpful person.
But she cleared it up when she
and
said
that's
she
true.
loved
yeah,
people.
Yeah.
So
then
when you
gotta
love people, you
gotta
do
work
love
with
people.
everybody.
Yeah, you work with everybody.
And the ones who are not for you, they will remove
And
themselves.
weed themselves out.
They most
yes,
definitely will
yes,
be.
yes,
It's like
yes.
a snake, slither away. Like, oh, I knew you wasn't gonna be here long. It's good.
Yes, yes, yes. So tell us a little bit about your healing circles.
Healing circle.
You have 2 of them.
Yeah. I'll start with the youth.
Okay, let's
The
start
reason
with
I started the Youth Healing Circle, 2010, me and Greg King was out going to a body. We knew the youth, so we was going out there. We asked a couple of brothers to go with us so we can support the family. And so we went out there, and it was one of a youth I knew. And I took it hard. I didn't know it was a youth.
Oh,
I
you
knew.
didn't know?
No. I found out who it was, and it just broke me down. So at that time, that's when I started really taking kids fishing on the honor of that young man. And so we was doing hooked on fishing, not on drugs back then. right?
Okay,
I was
okay.
working with them. And
Okay, okay.
So because of this incident, I said, none of these kids are smoking weed. None of these kids, the kids we had was solid. This is in 2010,
Mm-hmm.
15 years ago.
Yeah.
They smoke it down.
Yeah.
because it's legal.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they doing
yeah,
it different
yeah,
now.
yeah.
But anyway, so I thought to myself, how can I make this an impact, this death right here? And so that's when the vision came. I was hooked on fishing, not on drugs. And I said, you know what? The violence, I'm going to cut that out and I'm going to write and see if I can open this up. So I asked Hooked on Fishing, Not on Drugs, what you think about this? And this is why I'm writing to you. So, because I want to change and open up my own under this name, but I want your blessings. And so this is one for you. Always go get blessings for those that you're trying to do something like.
We did that with Crop.
That's all I got to say.
Yes, we asked them for their blessings.
So what happened is I got their blessings, and I went on and opened up my program. I didn't have a nonprofit, just a program, so I can show kids how to fish that was in trouble with themselves, because at that same time, two of my other youth, one committed suicide, the other one died, one didn't. And so that affected me too. And I'm like, wow, I ain't never known nobody commit suicide. I've always heard about it. Yeah. But for something close like that to happen, and it's a youth, oh man, I started having little sessions about that. And so there was kids grieving. And I said, man, we just got to have a session where these kids can talk. It wasn't called the Healing Circle at first. It was just called Mrs. Tim's Session.
Yeah,
that was it. That's how it started off, right?
Yeah.
And so it didn't become a healing circle until I met up with Greg King in 2012. And I mean, I already knew him, but I'm talking about met up on him in 24th and Florence, because he had an office here. Right, and I lived down the street, and I met up with him here, and I was saying, "What you doing in here, Greg?" He's like, "Yeah, this is where my new office is," because I hadn't seen him for a while. He said, "This is what I'm doing. I'm doing my nonprofit, Always Knocking." And he said, I got that from when we was going out in the streets, checking, doing street patrol for, support for families, right? And so he said, "Man, I like what you doing, man. I like what you're doing, man." He said, "Man, look like you doing something with these youth that nobody's doing right now." And I said, "What's that?" He said, "You're getting them to talk out instead of having to do all these other things. All they doing is sitting and communicating." And a lot of these kids come in there and cry. I mean, get it all out, because a lot of them miss their father, especially the boys.
Yeah.
When we go to talking about who in here has a father in the house. So it's 32 kids and only one raised their hand, it's a problem. And so how do you deal with that? So 30 of them telling us how they dealing with it. And so some of them sounds familiar to one another, then others is sounding like something that they have never experienced. So everybody's getting to get off their chest how they feel. And that's how you heal, because you're getting off what you've been holding back. And I mean, they be crying in there about their daddy or their mom. They had youth in there at that time. Moms had left, right? And so when you talk about missing parents in a young person's life, that's where that anger comes from. And if you don't know how to approach that situation with a young person, you could be that person's mom and y'all be fighting back and forth because you can't communicate what is needing to be communicated, right? And so you might lose your own baby right in the house because of lack of understanding in a communication with your own baby.
I was dealing with that with Nene like a month or so
ago. And that's how
I was like, why you yelling? So then I start yelling, and then we just yelling, and then we didn't talk to each other, and then it was like, what the heck? That fast? We did so much together. Everybody know us as being by and Kai. Like, what the heck? But I had to learn how to communicate and learn how to.
And that's what it is, Nikki.
Yeah.
Our culture needs to learn how to communicate. A black man don't know how to talk to a woman no more. He don't know how to court a woman no more. He don't know how to uplift a woman no more. It's all about him now. I'm talking in my circle. I find out a lot of stuff. Just my partners, I find out a lot of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of it is alone.
And so the reason we had a men's circle, I was talking about the youth, but the reason we have the men's circle is because you can't call me your friend and you got kids you ain't taking care of. Can't do that.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh,
Say
yes,
it to the people
yes.
in the back. I don't think they can
Can't do
hear.
that.
All right, come on in. Come on in.
Can't do that.
Come on in.
you know.
Man,
And so
that's big.
we started this way back. What's up, Cliff? All right. So we started this way back, right? Trying to get brothers to see that they are needed in this community.
And they are.
And so I always say, I say community, but we don't have a community. We have neighborhoods.
Yes.
Yeah.
So a community has money that circulates, economics. A community has it's self held up. You know, our community can hold itself up because back in the day, the dollar went around the community 54 times.
Yes, it did.
It had nowhere else to go.
Yep, and it just circulated.
Really just circulated around, so we was able to build, right?
Yes,
Yeah, but we
yes. So
started
with
that. We did that.
Well, with that being said, I
Yeah.
want to give a shout out, take a little break and give a shout out to our sponsors.
Yes.
They are about the community, and you guys go out and support them, please. Drake, go right there. The sponsor.
What's good with you, man? She got a hot night tonight.
He my sponsor. Yeah. Can they see it? No, they can't see it. Auto detailing, Boss Mode Graphics. All right, the Men's Healing Circle, Kitty Club Daycare, the Mega Family Expo. All right, GTS Low. Which one? Okay, that's gonna be up the street. I'll shoot that back out. All right, and that's Mac Lab again, and then we got B Jules Studio. We got LJ with his new record. We got the youth competition coming up. My new book, Mechanisms. Nikki's Dollar Jewelry, and come get your braiding class. She here in the building. Jazz Toes, one of my sponsors. Sactom Major Reds. Woo, woo. All right.
So Ordinary Custom.
Yes,
Not So Ordinary
indeed.
Media.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe. So how you doing today, Miss Lovely?
I
didn't
am
ask you that
excited.
yet.
We got two powerful men in the house. This is like awesome.
You was
I'm
goofy
on
this
cloud-
weekend, too. You
I'm
went
on
out there
cloud nine. Oh,
collabing with
yes.
people and got
I am.
what
I
you hear
actually
going on.
I collabed with Sac Mardi Gras. I also did
Shout out to
Valley
Brother
High
Thomas.
30-year anniversary. I did photography, videography for that. That was super exciting. I have a lot of things in the works. I have a lot. I have a lot coming up.
Okay, you
And
hear
I
it.
love it.
She do photography.
I
So
do.
how
Hello.
they can reach you?
916-286-9423. Again, that is 916-286-9423. Not So Ordinary Media.
Thanks for joining us. We still got Timothy Poole, DJ One Gone in the house. We gonna let him come back online, tell you more about all his programs, how to get a hold of him, how to be involved. All right. Let the people know.
So yeah, you catch me on Saturday nights, 7 to 9 at Hip Hop After Dark on 97.5 KDEE, where we bring the young folks' voice to radio. We taking the radio to the streets.
Yes.
Also, on Tuesday nights, right here at 2251 Foreign Road, we doing our Youth Healing Circle. 6
Damn,
to
right
7:30.
there.
I'm bringing youth out. You know, it's nothing that it's not no cult. It's not church. It's just a session where young people can be young people. On Wednesday nights, we have the Men Healing Circle.
All right,
that's
we
from
got the
6 to
men in the
7:30 At
house.
2251 Florin Road inside the Obama Room. Come there and share. That's all it is. Come there and share. What we do is break bread and hear what we said, right? What we keep in the room is what we keep in the room. Everything is just tight, all right? Also, we have fishing clinics. Fishing clinics every third Saturday with the California Fish and Wildlife at one of your local ponds. We unload the pond with fish, 700, 800 pounds of trout. Bring your kids out. That's. Oh, we got a girls program coming out, EGI, Indian Girls Incarceration.
Okay.
That's our new initiative, right?
Okay,
We just had a human trafficking listening session just last Wednesday. It turned out real good. We had young people and elders in the room, and it's good to have a conversation with both parties, right?
Yes.
Letting the young people talk to the older heads, right?
Yes,
because
yes.
that's what's missing. So
is.
I got a lot of game, and I want to give all that to my young men so they can know that they have a chance in all of that that's going on, right?
Yeah.
Just stand on your square, be consistent about who you are, and everything else will work for you, right?
Yes,
And
indeed.
so that's about it. You can hit me at 916-889-0105. That's 916-889-0105. That's just to talk, go fishing, hang out, go to the snow, do skate. We skate on every first.
Oh yeah,
we skate
skating.
on every first Thursday of the month.
Where
King
at?
Skate
Yep,
Country,
King Skate.
10404 Franklin Boulevard. That's 10404 Franklin Boulevard. Every first Thursday is family skate night. Come out, have a ball. It's all about y'all. You know what I mean?
All right. And I'm gonna show this flyer right here. What you got going on right here?
Oh, that's the men's breakfast. So we had our young people come to us and say, hey man, about that unity thing. Remember I was telling you about they saying a separation in all the marches?
Yeah.
So that's who's throwing this men's sit down. And the
Okay.
reason we have the men's sit down is so brothers from all sides of the town can come get a free breakfast and hear some young people talk about what is needed for them in Sacramento to thrive. Not
Okay.
survive,
Okay,
thrive.
to thrive.
And so what they ask is that every man write his name down first and last, his email down, his phone number down, and his skill. And his skill. So we can take these skills and connect them to people that need things. Like Miss Shirley over here at Sugar and Spice. She need her yard cut.
Yes,
I got
yes.
somebody that's
Shout out to Miss
I
Shirley.
got somebody on this list that cut grass.
Yes,
So what I do is
yes.
call him, hey, Miss Shirley need her yard fixed. I'm gonna give her your number. She can call. Yeah. Boom. That's how you connect the dots.
Yes,
And
yes.
what's happening in our community or neighborhood or culture is we don't connect the dots, and it's time to do so. It's time for us to connect together, unite, work together. I know the trust thing, man. Listen, I done had my hand bit so many times by the people I love.
But we gotta keep going.
You got it. Hey, you can't stop.
You can't.
No,
You can't.
it's
You
my
can't.
vision.
Yeah.
How I'm gonna stop? Let
Yeah.
somebody stop me with what's mine.
Yeah.
That's
And
where that
sometimes
self-love
that
come
even
in.
ceases when you keep going.
Huh?
Sometimes that even ceases when you keep
Oh
going.
yes, it does.
Like
Because they
you
can't
will
get
end up
you.
building a better relationship with the person you thought
Come on,
that you couldn't.
come on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Once
you,
you just
it
keep
happened
going.
to you. I can
Yeah.
tell you
Once
talk
you
about
keep going.
experience.
If you keep going. Yeah, so wise words by DJ One Gone, Timothy
Show.
Poole.
That show.
You got the Wise Words show on the 97.5 too, right?
No.
No. Okay,
my
so where wise words come from?
Wise words with one gone. I opened up because Jay King and Joe Levy had a segment on Blog Talk Radio, and this was in 2012, right?
Okay.
And so Joe asked me to listen in on Jay's network, and I said, okay, give me the number. So I had never heard of Blog Talk, so I called the number, and I liked the platform. I like how you can have 50 callers call in. It's a regular radio station. It's just on the internet.
Yeah.
You got your own home studio, earphones, microphone. You set just
Okay.
like the radio show.
Okay.
It's just on internet, not in your car.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
only difference, right? They can
Okay.
listen to you in Japan,
Okay.
worldwide, right? And so when I checked it out, I said, hey, how can I run mine? I'm a DJ. Let me run mine because I already did a radio show. Let me try this.
Yeah.
So Jay gave me the hookup. Shout out to Jay King.
Hey, shout out
Yeah.
Jay King.
And then
He
I
on the
opened
flyer
up Wise
too.
Words with one gone. It was going until Blog Talk sold their station when Trump came into office this last year. They said they couldn't stand up under the pressure and all that.
Yeah,
Because they wanted
yeah.
extra stuff going, and then it was federally funded on one hand. You know, it was like a nonprofit too. So you know, to get their funds from different places. Plus, they was charging us $39.99 for a month. But it, man, Blog Talk Radio had me be able to put our people on radio. So I used to have rap night People sent in their songs. We battled with their songs. Oh, it was big, right? And so
And the freedom of it.
yeah, the freedom of it, right? And then we're back. All music is paid for. You ain't pirating, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
Talk so much.
I know. Back to what you were saying about the dollar. So by you connecting people, you're keeping a black dollar circulating in the community.
Yes.
And I love that. I
Yes.
think that is a beautiful thing.
Yes, I spend my money black. Look, I got on a Sean Rayford shirt. Bought that from Sean.
Shout out Sean Rayford.
I got a J. Will Couture sweatshirt shoot from Mr. Willie Green.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, the shoes and all that. I bought the shoes from that. But I'm saying, I spend with my people.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't just talk about it. I live this life because, like I said, there's somebody looking at me.
Yeah.
And I don't even know. A lot of these young folks, they looking at me, and they want to be something like me.
Yeah.
A lot of them say, hey, man, I like who you are, Mr. Tim. And they 19, 20 years old. They ain't no babies. These are grown youngsters that really appreciate me being a man for them and them to see a man, right? And so that's why I ain't trying to push nobody in any kind of lane. Be in your own lane.
Yes.
Because if you're comfortable in your skin doing you do it good.
Absolutely.
It's when you trying to do something extra, you trying to impress, you don't do you good at that time. That's your worst you.
That's true.
So love on yourself enough to just be you, yo.
Yes,
I love
yes.
it. I
Well, you
love
heard
it.
it first on Made for Boss TV.
Yes.
Wise words from One
One
Gone,
Gone.
Timothy Poole, and Miss Lovely in the house
Hey,
with
hey.
your girl Nikki, the influencer.
Hey, hey.
So make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow, and hit that notification button. And share this interview.
Comments.
Send some comments. And if you would like to be a sponsor on Made for Boss TV, holler at your girl or send us an email at bossworkmediastudio. That's bossworkmediastudio@gmail.com. All right. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Boss Work Entertainment. Let's get it. Made for a boss, made for a boss, made for a boss, yes, made for a boss, made for a boss, made for a boss, made for a boss, made for a boss. What you really gonna do? Waste your time and not receive these blessings? If you gonna stay stuck at the bottom and motivated, not learning your lessons, better rise up, realize your potential, and aim for the sky. Got no time to be playing for doing my body and mind with the enemy's high. I'm fed up, I'm walking in royalty, recognize you a king. Just call it to God, tap into his power, and you gonna do marvelous things. Recognize where you come from. It was heaven on earth, the beginning of life. 360 degrees of knowledge, inherit your rights. I rose from the ashes, now I'm in charge and I'm taking back my control. I move like a boss, I'm living free, no longer touching my soul. This what he handed me, this had to be divine intervention.